crash them when I have something to defend myself with. Video.
Keep left onto I-9 East.
Like, hey, they pulled right in front of me. You're not listening to me anymore, are you? Oh, you are? Yeah? 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 Oh, yeah. Alright. I love you. Go on your walk. Be careful. Alright. Does me go home? Have her call me because I don't want to look down to answer the phone or to dial the phone. Alright, I love you. Bye.
Continue 76 miles on I-9 East.
Hi, baby. How are ya? Oh, freaking out a little bit. I hit Columbus, Ohio at rush hour. Yeah. I took a picture or a video of Columbus, Ohio. And then a guy in front of me almost crashed into the guy in front of him. So I turned on my GoPro camera. That way if somebody does something stupid in front of me and I run them over, kill them. Who are you talking to? Oh. What'd you say? No, it won't go viral. It'll keep me out of prison. And they'll show it to the courtroom and the police. Be like, look, you know, there's no way I can stop. I hit the brakes as soon as I could. Pulled in front of me.
shades, shutters, or drapes, 3-Day Blinds brings the showroom right to your home with custom window fashions to fit your style and budget. Elevate the look of a room, window, or entire home and cut your utility bills with stylish, energy-saving window fashions. Whether you know exactly what you want or not quite sure, we've got a great selection, and best of all, you can see them right in your own home. With a 3-Day Blinds design consultant will guide you through every step of the way at no cost. Now you can buy window treatments the smart way, straight from the manufacturer. At 3-Day Blinds, we'll help design, measure, and install on your schedule and budget. Window fashion is all we do, and for nearly 40 years and millions of custom window treatments, we've been the name people trust. Through this special promotion for Sirius XM listeners, buy any custom blind, shade, drape, or curtain and get free installation. To schedule your free in-home design consultation, go to 3dayoffer30.com. That's 3dayoffer30.com. 3dayoffer30.com. Now let me just ask you, as a guy who worked for Ronald Reagan, a big part of the Reagan White House, there are people that will say what Donald Trump did today is not presidential. He cannot behave like that at the press conference. I know Reagan wouldn't have taken it as far as Trump had, but what do you think?
Well, I think one key point here is President Trump is just pushing back on all these, liberal left critics, some from the media, some from the left wing of the Democratic Party. And what he's saying is, look, I won. I made a bunch of campaign promises, and I am already following through on these campaign promises, and you may not like them. Those are my promises, and I intend to keep them. And the reason I find that interesting is that President Reagan has a very similar approach. Look, when Reagan was elected, everybody was touting. Now, he had bigger popular vote numbers than Trump, but Reagan had a very clear agenda on tax cuts and economic growth and full back regulation and defeat and destroy Soviet communism and building up American military. And he stepped right in and Trump has his way of saying things. Reagan has his way of saying things. So you obviously have different styles. But the political point, Mark, is he wants, and he's pushing back against his critics because he intends to follow through it. You know, we can get into it. There's a whole laundry list of things he's already followed through.
Yeah. Hey, but it's obvious to me, somebody said, or maybe he just said it himself, let me go back to being the guy I was as a candidate. I'll go back to the way I was on the campaign trail. And I'm just going to go out there and just be myself. You know?
Well, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. You know what? You could go a step further. I'd like to see him go out there with some really major league rallies, you know, like campaign-type rallies, 20, 30, 40,000 people. So he gets in touch with his base, with his supporters, and really kind of shows people, or at least reminds people, how he did this and how strong he is politically. So I don't have any problem with it. I mean, I just don't have any problem with it. He's doing what he has to do, and he's doing it in his own style.
And apparently the first rally is going to be this Saturday night. He's doing it in Florida.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's terrific.
Where's
That's terrific.
Let's go to his Twitter feed. He announced it. I think it's Tampa. It's somewhere in Florida, and he'll do it this Saturday night. First time as president. Hey, when you went into White House day one, didn't you? With Ronald Reagan?
Hey, yeah, actually, I was in the transition because, you know, from November, December until I was confirmed, a dear friend of mine, John Rose, and I were putting the numbers together for Reagan's economic and tax cutting plan. So, you know, I've been through this process. Look, Trump's been president for about a month, actually a little bit less than a month, I guess.
27 days.
Yeah, I mean, there's always some glitches. There's always some issues. There's always some disappointment. It's not the end of the world. You recover from that and you stay on message. And I think you got, you know, take the whole business with General Flynn, which I'm not sure I still understand, to be honest with you. But you've got a lot of people, and I reckon some of them come out of these intelligence agencies that don't like Trump, that are linking things in connection with Democrats. Maybe the Democrats are just making stuff up. They're trying to, you know, delegitimize Trump. And when Trump says, I got over 300 electoral votes, you can say he's bragging, but what he's saying, he's sending a message. The message is very clear. You cannot delegitimize me. I am the president. I was inaugurated. This is my agenda for national security, border security, tax cuts, roll back the regulations, get rid of Obamacare, one after another. He appointed a very good judge, of course. He's going in the right direction, and they'll work out the kinks as they move along. But that's his message. It's a good message.
Yeah.
Like he said today, they're going to get rid of the Obamacare, right? Early March, they're going to have some sort of united Obamacare plan. I think that's good. And today also, they're going to have a big tax reform package sometime this summer. Now, Mark, my only criticism here, I'd like the business side of the tax reform for large and small companies with immediate investment write-offs and repatriation. I'd like to see that in the first reconciliation bill this spring, because I think people are going to wait until they see what the legislation is. So my only hope is to get moving on the business tax stuff much earlier this summer. But getting rid of ACA, Obamacare, and so forth, that's great stuff. That's what he's elected to do, and he's doing it. And he basically said today, you're not going to push me off my game. You're not going to push me off my game.
Now, Larry Kudlow wrote this wonderful book, JFK and the Reagan Revolution. So if you're interested in how these tax cuts have come about with JFK and Ronald Reagan, get this book. But when you guys got in office, you were going to do this. How long before you actually got the tax cuts in place?
Well, the first tax bill was signed in August 1981. August 1981. And the bill, if I'm not mistaken, Mark, the bill finally passed both houses sometime shortly before that. I could say July or June. And one of the important parts of that story is the, vicious, vituperative opposition from then Speaker Tip O'Neill, who was a left-wing Democrat and completely opposed Reagan's tax cuts. So Reagan, being a great salesman, being a man of great stability, knowing how to market things, went over O'Neill's head and spoke directly to moderate Democrats, Oval Office meetings, state dinners, camp savings, phone calls, you name it. So now we know that Reagan won the tax cuts that summer with something like 75 Democratic votes in the House. That's an extraordinary thing. And if you go back 20 years earlier, the Democrat, John F. Kennedy, who really was the first tax cutter, he had to do the same thing. The Democrats, the Dixiecrats opposed him, the Republicans opposed him, and through civil arguments and facts and discussions, Kennedy was able to get that stuff through. He passed the House before he was drafted to the tax cutter, and then Lyndon Johnson pulled the loose ends together in the Senate. So you have to be persuasive. I think you have to be civil and respectful about it, but it can be done. That's the story. And by the way, JFK, a Democrat, Ronald Reagan, a Republican. I don't know if there are any JFK Democrats around, but that party is not going to recover until they find and renew the legacy of John F. Kennedy's pro-growth tax